welcome back to Car Obsession, and welcome back to another PRC video. It seems like ages since we've done a PRC video.
It has been a long time. What's the last Patsy Rates Cars video we did?
Did we do one of the STs?
No. We were meant to, but we just
basically
didn't have
I went
the time.
on strike for a bit, but I'm back now.
No, you didn't go on strike. We've just been busy. We've moved house. Obviously, there's been points where you've not been too well, and just time really, in all honesty. But I simply can't remember the last.
We'll have to check that. I'll scroll through the YouTube channel and have a look.
It was before we moved. I know that much. So, anyway, that's beside the point.
You digress.
I do digress.
As per usual.
You can be just as bad.
Anyway, you join us in a slightly different version to the standard PRC video. Aaron's got a little cheesy grin on his face. So we are in the latest Ford Ranger Raptor. And we are in the middle of an old muddy quarry. And I shall let Aaron explain why we are in the middle of an old muddy quarry, because we are...
off-roading!
We are. So PRC video today is slightly different. It's going to be about how the car is off-road, how it feels as a passenger off-road.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you can see this, I've got some chips.
They smell really nice, but I'm not hungry. You're teasing me.
Chips.
I really want those chips, but I'm not hungry at all.
Chips. Anyway.
I don't digress.
So, without further ado, I shall let Aaron get going. But first of all, we do need to go and find a part of the car that kind of broke off.
So we've already done a bit of off-roading. You may be able to see the windows are dirty. The outside is completely filthy. So we've already done a bit of off-roading. Patsy was like, "Oh, go down that really steep slope." I was like, "Okay."
Hang on. You can't blame me because I have no control of where the car goes. You are the one driving. You took it down there, so don't be playing the blame game. Everyone will back me up, right? He cannot tell me it's my fault because he is the one driving the car. He could have just said, "No, darling," and driven off. So don't be giving me that.
I didn't want to disappoint you.
Here we go again.
So anyway, we went down a steep slope and the front number plate has completely snapped off. So
we're gonna go and find it.
we're gonna try and retrieve it.
Aaron's gonna try and retrieve it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go back on. I think it's completely smashed. But
it's spitting glue.
But I might just keep it as a memento from today.
Frame it for your office wall. Anyway, stop digressing. Let's go. So to give you guys, some idea, there are a few different tracks where we are located, and I might get them wrong. So Aaron may jump in if I get them wrong. There are track 1 and track 2. So track 1 is technically suitable for the capabilities of the Raptor, but it is a bit more narrow. So we're the largest vehicle here today, so it can be done, but it's a bit more narrow and it's a bit more taking it easy, whereas track 2 is, I think me and Aaron will agree, is definitely the more fun and adventurous and more off-roady track. Yeah,
it's not quite as narrow either.
So we're gonna go and retrieve the number plate.
Attempt to
retrieve the number plate.
I need to find where it came off. I think I know where it came off. I think it was this one.
Right. Shall I go and investigate?
No, don't be silly. I'm not going to expect you to get out. I'll get out, but I would have thought the number plate came off here, but I can't.
I thought it was this.
What, this one?
I thought it was this one because this was more of the. Yeah, it was definitely this one. Where
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it had the actual divot.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Maybe the number plate didn't come off here then. If it didn't come off here, I've got no idea because it was a bit of a crunch. Oh no, was it this one? That one's quite steep. I don't know, where did it come off? Right, I'm going to jump out. Whilst I'm doing that, if you want to talk a little bit about the car, well, I keep referring to it as a car, it's a pickup truck, isn't it? Right, I'll be back in a few months. I'm going to try and locate the number plate. Maybe it didn't come off there, but I seriously cannot think of where else it would have come off. Sometime later. Oh, right, I see what you're doing. Right, I shall return.
Right. So, whilst Aaron has...
Oh, it's muddy out here.
No shite, Sherlock. So, whilst Aaron has gone to look for the number plate, in regards to the vehicle itself, now my brain is like a sieve, because of feeling ill, illness, treatment, etc. And Aaron's got a very good memory. So the car we're in itself, kind of figure-wise, obviously Aaron is going to do a full review and a walk around as well. But just to give you some context of the car we're actually in at the moment, it's got, well, rather than me read it out, if you have a look here, this is the actual car that we are in. Let's come back. What is the verdict?
I can't find it. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo where it's gone. Well, I do have a bit of it. That was that bit stayed on, but the rest of it, I have no idea.
What's that over there by that tree? Is that a bit of wood?
Oh, that's a good shout. Let me check that. No.
Ah. Well then I'm not too sure where it would have come off.
No. How weird.
As you can see, we are at quite an angle.
Yeah, too much of an angle for my liking, because the tilt angle on this isn't quite as good as some other pickup trucks.
So we are going for a little swim.
Yeah, so I chickened out on that one because only because
it was starting to get very.
And there was a tree to my right hand side, so I didn't want to
tip into it.
I didn't want to tip into it or slide into it. So yeah, like this bit's deep, so I'm going to power through it like that. Yeah. Anyway, where were you? Well, you was in the car.
I was having a laugh, just saying, I wish I could show them how you were walking in the mud.
Yeah,
you look like a little lost penguin.
There's everyone with their wellies, and I'm just wearing like bog standard.
I've got white trainers on.
I've got bog standard Adidas fabric trainers, not even like leather that can wipe down, just fabric.
Hashtag fail.
Yeah.
So, as a passenger, it's obviously. It's a slightly different feel to the driver who is doing the off-roading, but for me as a passenger, I can kind of get more of a feel of how the car is performing. This is one of my favourite bits.
That is good.
So as a passenger off-roading, I'm not gonna lie, I am and have been being thrown about a lot, but I do actually feel that I am adequately supported off-roading in this car. I don't feel that I'm going to be thrown about and get concussion or whiplash. I mean, how is it to drive it off-road? I know that sounds a silly question because this truck is extremely capable. But how do you find it? The modes, how it adapts to the different gradients and levels and surfaces?
You know what? I'll tell you what has surprised me most is just how comfortable it is. You know, you'd expect it to break your spine and to knock your fillings out. But you know what?
I'm lucky I don't have any.
No, I don't have any either, but let's face it, my teeth aren't exactly good. But see where we're going to go from here, but yeah, what I find most surprising is just how comfortable this is.
I don't think you're able to go down there because someone's standing there.
Yeah, I think someone's stuck, so I'll just go back the way I came.
One thing that really surprises me about this truck is
bottom down a little bit there,
and hopefully we'll be able to show it at some point, is the hill control, like the hill descent.
Well, go back and demonstrate if you want.
Yes, please do. It's
don't really know why I'm indicating.
Because you have very good road manners. It is surprising how.
Hill descent ready.
What am I trying to say, Aaron?
I actually don't know. Right. Oh.
Hopefully they can hear that.
You can hear it working.
But I love the mechanical sounds that a car or a truck or so on make. I love being able to hear a car mechanically working. Because to me, I like to be able to hear something working that is there to assist you as a driver. We're just doing loops.
Yeah, so I had a big drop to my right hand side, which I almost missed. Right, so there we go, it's doing its thing. Okay, easy peasy.
Am I just easily pleased? Because that really makes me kind of satisfied.
I don't really know how to answer that question, if I'm going to be deadly honest.
Can we go to a splashy bit, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to think where the other splashy bit is. I've kind of lost the bearing somewhat.
Although it is such a menacing looking vehicle anyway, and although it looks like it should be capable of going off-road, it still makes it look so easy.
That's because this is easy though. The Raptor could probably do so much more. So this has a 2-litre 4-cylinder bi-turbo Eco Blue diesel.
Let's go up there.
Let's go up there.
Last time I said let's go somewhere, you lost the part of the car.
So this has 213 horsepower, which, okay, it does seem a bit weedy, but the torque figure kind of makes up for it. This has got 500 newton meters, or if you prefer that in pound-feet, that is 369. 0 to 60 is done in 10 seconds. And the top speed is 106, which may seem slow, but let's face it, this can pretty much do that speed about anywhere. This power is made to do all 4 wheels, of course, via a 10-speed automatic gearbox. Yeah, 10 speeds, it's too much.
I was going to say, who really needs a 10-speed?
Well, you do have flappy paddles on the steering wheel, but to be honest, they're kind of redundant because you're just spoiled for choice. Oh, do I want 5th gear? No, I want 6th. No, I want 7th. Oh, I want 8th. Oh, where does it end?
I tell you what, chauffeur, shall we go straight on?
Yes. Yes, I know we're off-road at the moment, but how have you found this car as a passenger on the road?
Very comfortable. I've never not been uncomfortable in this car. I do find that, I don't know how to explain it, but as a passenger I do find I can feel the car, I can feel the Raptor more underneath me. Does that make sense? So no matter what terrain you're going over, even on tarmac, I can feel the tyres working.
Oh, can you? That's interesting.
So I can feel when you put input in with the steering, or I can feel when the car is turning. I can actually feel the mechanism of the tyres underneath me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Whee! And for me, this, because obviously I don't drive, so for me, splash! Oh, lots of splash.
That was quite a big splash.
There's a fellow Ranger, not a Raptor though, but it's quite a nice colour. It's like a bronzy orange,
yeah,
an orange.
So compared to the standard Ranger, the Raptor has a wide.
See how I led you on?
Yes, yes, yeah. Good segue.
Let's do track one.
Yeah, the Raptor has got a wider track of 150 millimeters. The ground clearance is also higher as well. So the, I wonder what you're doing. So the, is that the big puddle? That, no, it's not the big. Ah, this is the one. Sorry, this is the big puddle that Patsy likes.
Hang on, let me chip that.
I'll tell you what, we'll come back around and do it. Yeah, the Raptor has got a higher ground clearance, so this is 283 millimeters, whereas the standard Ranger is 237, if I'm not mistaken. This can also wade through more water, so this has a wading depth of 800, just stop here for a few moments, 850 millimeters, whereas the standard Ranger is 800 millimeters. And you know, This is more beefier, of course. You've got Fox shock absorbers, front and rear, so this is more rugged. The suspension travel is also further as well, so this is definitely better suited. This is more suited for off-roading as opposed to the standard Ranger.
Can I go for the puddle now, please?
Yes. That's just like, I don't care, shut up, I just want to go through the puddle.
I was, but I'm too polite to say shut your mouth.
I still don't know where the number plate's gone.
It's probably in one of the puddles. Do you fancy swim to check it out?
There's something down there which does kind of look like a number plate, I must admit.
Where?
Down here.
That's your number plate.
That is my number plate.
That's
Oh,
the first part of your number plate.
how interesting.
So do you think maybe it was loose and has come off?
We found the number plate!
Yay! Right.
There is said number plate.
Oh, Aaron!
Oh.
Oh,
I need to put that somewhere. It's covered in muddy water. There we go. That's not dripping now. There we go. Hopefully you can see it, guys.
Woo. Woo.
I'm definitely going to keep that as a memento from today.
Maybe that's why it snapped off.
Right. But the thing is, why did it come off here?
Do you know what I think might have happened?
What?
I think maybe it's become loose, and where you've gone through the water, it's caused it to come off as you've come out.
Possibly. Right, you ready? Actually, probably best to put into mud and sand.
Quick, before they come along. Quick, quick, quick! Splash them! Splash them! Another one, another one, another one! Go, 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 go!
So I've probably not mentioned it, but the Ranger Raptor has actually got something called terrain management system. That sounds very official.
Do tell while I eat my chips.
So you have a selection of 6 driving modes. Let me just pull over for a few moments. So you have normal, sport, grass / gravel / snow. Oh, pop it in park. Mud and sand, Baja, and rock.
It's Baja if a sheep is driving it.
No, Baja is like the proper like kind of desert rallying sort of thing. So the Baja setting, that's to kind of give you, it still gives you like optimum off-road performance, but at speed. So it's like a off-road sport mode, if that makes sense, like a rally mode.
So I've forgotten. I give the car normally a mark out of 5, don't I? So
Yeah. It's been so long you've forgotten how to actually rate a car.
I know. So I'm going to actually give this 2 ratings. 1 for it being, should we say, an everyday vehicle.
Yeah.
And 1 for it being off-road.
Yeah.
So let's start, as we are off-roading, a score for it being off-road.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I am going to mark this down on,
yeah,
is obviously the size of off-roading does limit the vehicle. The width.
Well, it depends on the conditions, of course.
But saying that, for off-roading, I would give this a 4 out of 5.
Only 4? I thought you would have gone a bit higher. 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's for off-roading.
That surprises me. I thought you would have given it a bigger score.
Hang on, you are jumping the gun here, Mr. Elaine Wake. Hold your horses.
I've got no horses to hold.
Hold your steering wheel.
Okay.
4 out of 5 for off-roading.
Mm-hmm.
As a general day-to-day vehicle, I would give it 4 out of 5.
Okay.
If I was to combine both scores,
That'd be 8 out of 10.
no, I mean out of 5, not as in totally combine it.
Right.
If I was to take everything into account, this vehicle would be 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Only losing points for price.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So overall score 4.5 out of 5.
Real. Right, I think probably a good time to end there.
Yes, please.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this.
Oi, it's my thing to say.
Yeah, no, sorry. Forgive me.
No. I hope you have. I'm going to say it wrong though. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you
Sorry. So I'm genuinely not doing that on purpose. Genuinely.
If you have, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring Aaron's bell. #Giggity. And be sure. What do I say next?
Until the next time, guys.
That's it.
There we go.
Let's start again. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring Aaron's bell.
Giggity.
Thank you. But until the next time, guys and girls, be sure to keep up the
car obsession.